My name is Joe Schmidt, and I am the Social Studies Specialist for the Maine Department of Education. One of the responsibilities of my position is to oversee and facilitate the revision of the Maine learning results for social studies. The revised standards were approved in April 2019, and I'm here to share some of the overall changes to help educators better understand what was changed during the revision process. The Social Studies Standards revision included emphasizing the guiding principles and their connections to the essential skills and practices of social studies. This was done by highlighting them in the introduction and by embedding examples of what this looks like throughout the performance expectations. This work reflects the steering committee guidance to lead with the application of processes, knowledge, and skills, and that were contained in Strand A in the current standards, as they felt that the current inclusion did not sufficiently indicate the importance of using these methods in the classroom daily. The writing team found a natural connection between the best practices in the teaching of social studies and the guiding principles of education. The revision process also led to more of a focus on personal finance in the economic strand. This focus included adding the term personal finance to the strand title and making sure that the standard better reflected the essential components of personal finance. To support these essential components of personal finance, a new subsection of the standard was created. This new subsection pulled together all of the existing performance expectations related to personal finance and reinforced them with additional support to make sure that they aligned with the essential skills and knowledge the students would need to develop an understanding of the content. Along the same lines, work was done to make sure that the teaching of Maine Native Americans occurred more authentically instead of seeming to be an add-on to existing performance expectations. To achieve this goal, many of the places where the term Maine Native Americans were currently added on to the end of performance expectations were removed, and a new separate performance expectation was created. These new performance expectations built upon the original idea with a more authentic standalone indicator of a student's understanding of Maine Native Americans and their role in both the past and in present day. There was also work done to better demonstrate a progression of rigorous expectation for our students as they progress through their educational career. This included changing how the performance expectations were laid out. One of these changes included separating out the K-12 and 3-5 grade spans into individual sets of grade level specific performance expectations that are better aligned to appropriate cognitive rigor of students at each of these grade levels, while also helping teachers better understand the progression of skills and knowledge that is necessary for student success. While the 6 through 8 and 9 through diploma grade bands were kept, similar work was done to lay out foundational and developing levels of performance expectations to better support students as they progress through the standards during those grade bands. Lastly, the revised standards have updated and consistent language. One update was to update the language to match changes in technology since the last update in 2007. Another was to make sure that consistent terminology was used throughout the document. Changes to language were also made to better align with teacher and student capacity related to best practices in social studies. For more information, please check out the Social Studies Standards page on the Department of Education website for teacher videos and supporting resources. If you have any questions, I can be reached at 624-6828 or by email at joe.schmidt@maine.gov. Thank you for your time.